All right, real estate. I'm telling you, it is so tough to get started. Between the first home you ever buy, which has to be spot on, location, price, where are you buying, does it need major reno, is it going to be fixed up? It's huge. So I feel sorry, at least for the first time home buyers, because if you don't have the right guide, the right real estate agent, it could be a really bad experience. It could cost you a lot of money and you may not want to do it again, or you may have to wait quite a while to sell and rebuy. The same goes for investing as well. I don't know how anybody does investing or jumping into it without experience. I was lucky to have some knowledge, some passed down from family, friends. So I had a lot of experience before I went in, but it's still scary and it's still a lot of work. And I will say the hardest part about investing is, to be honest, it comes down to numbers. I love the math. I love numbers. I'm a complete numbers dork. So if the numbers work, that's great. The one caveat they don't teach you with the numbers is contractors, the work, what you need to be doing, permits, everything that's kind of, what's there. There's all these kind of hidden costs, hidden fees. And if you're not sticking with all the numbers, you can go down quick. And there's all these different methods and information out there, and they just bombard you with the Burr method and buy, rinse, repeat, whatever. There's some logic to it, but the problem is I don't like leaving that little skin in the game. I at least want, if I'm gonna refinance and pull it out, I at least want 20%, because if worse things happen, lose a job, economy goes away or whatnot, you need to have some extra layers of protection in there for the worst case scenarios. And I think that's where a lot of people got pinched in the past. I think people are gonna get pinched again, because there's a lot of good auction homes coming up. If you have the cash, you can buy, hold on to rentals, and yes, you can go ahead and fix them up, refinance because the equity's in there, pull out your cash, and then repeat. The catch is a lot of people are leaving just a bare minimum in, or they're using like hard money loans, which I get it. If you have to start and you have to leverage, hard money loans is a way to go. I'm not a big fan at all. A lot of people right now do have still a lot of equity in their home. I'm more a big fan of doing a HELOC, or if you have an LLC, business line of credit, go get that house, refinance afterwards, fix it up and take care of it. But I will say contractors, that's the number one thing. You need to have friends that are electricians, plumbers, framers, roofers, especially if you don't know how to do any of that. If you don't, that's your biggest cost. Go to school, go learn, go be apprentice for a few days with a friend if they'll take you. They'll always take framers or whatnot to learn. And I think that's huge as well, because you need to know what you're doing when you're fixing up the home. For flipping side, if you're buying a first-time home buyer, make sure the agent at least has some skills of, hey, this foundation shot, electrician, plumbing, this is what you're going to need, here's what the costs are going to be. Yes, you get an inspection report, but a lot of people get pushed through the inspection report and kind of don't really pay attention, or don't understand, like, yes, act down the road to do a full bath remodel is going to cost me a ton of money. To do a full kitchen remodel, yeah, that is expensive. And yes, you can do the contractor way or this way, but so many contractors are busy right now and they're overcharging like crazy. They don't even want to take jobs sometimes, because they'll be like, oh, I'll overbid it. If they take it, great. And they'll put them on a 6-month hold. They already take the deposit. I mean, there's a lot of scary stuff that goes on with that world of contractors. So I get called a lot for who I use, for who I have. I actually don't like sharing, to be honest, because once you find someone good, you don't want to share because you don't want to lose them. Or if you do, you give them to really good friends because you know how valuable they are. Trust me, I've had my horror stories with contractors, and I've had people that should be good and they're handyman or handy whatever, and they're just crap. I've gone through quite a few of those. I guess the skills with either buying a home, buying an investment, where we're at right now with the market rolled in, with all the information bombarding you, Instagrams, Facebooks, pointing stuff, TikToks. There's a lot of garbage out there. A lot of people telling you to do this or that, or I guess my main blank point here is, one, can you afford it? Mortgage, refinance, investment, whatever it is, it comes down to numbers. Where's your numbers at? Are you gonna be house poor? Are you gonna be struggling? If something happens, are you gonna miss a payment or two? It's not a way to go. So if the numbers are not good, it doesn't work. Sorry, I would love to buy everything I see. I just don't have the money, the numbers don't work sometimes. Everything else, and I'm like, oh, that'd be amazing. But I have to be realistic, logic, Spock, to basically be truthful and go the numbers way. If numbers work and I love it and I know the charisma and the location, the spot, perfect. Then you know you got a winner, and that's where it's at. And then finance, worst case, redo, remodel, everything like that. What do we cost? Again, now you're hitting another number. So you got to make sure to add the layers to everything they're buying, for a first-time home buy to a flip. And then with the market, I've been hearing for the last 10 years, even from my family, market's crashing, world's coming in, save all your cash, this and that. Don't get me wrong, love saving cash. They come from more of an old school mentality. Debt's bad, but there is good debt, which is leverage to keep buying properties as long as you don't overextend yourself and you don't have or accumulate a lot of bad debt. But with that being said, the world, the market, family, everybody, with the world ending, market's been supposed to be crashing. Again, will it crash? Maybe. Maybe they're right this time. Maybe they're not. I will say we're not making land. We're all still young or younger. We all need a place to live still. Unless half the population gets wiped out somehow, we're still going to be multiplying. So value properties can only keep going up because we all need more space to live. We're running out of space and land and everything else. So I can't see it being a bad investment. Yes, we'll have dips up and down and going left and right. But overall, real estate is the best investment you can do. So are we still looking at auction homes and buying and cash and holding on to rentals? Absolutely. Do I always like to see where I can make investments here and there in locations? Absolutely. I won't take a risk though, I'll tell you that. So I'm not gonna go buy something hoping that someone rents it or hoping that this would be a great place to lease something out. I'll make sure either I have someone lease it, and then again I have backups and numbers, and can I withhold if life happens to them and they fall off that lease and they're gone? Absolutely. So those are kind of the strategic plans, and I guess my mind always goes a million miles a minute with it, but it comes down to numbers, location, can you survive, is a good investment, and there's so many fine little details in between. Contractors, how much can we save here? Refinance, when we refinance, yes, I like to keep 20% down. Yes, you can take more out. Yes, you can get a little creative here or there. To each their own. I just don't like to gamble or take a risk when it comes to real estate. So I guess with all the information getting bombarded and every scenario is different, call me. I've been through a lot of them. Even boundary line adjustments and lawyers and waterfront and permits and red tagging and everything else you could imagine. Commercial development, land development, D.R. Horton, help sell property. I mean, there's just latitudes and latitudes. And so there's even a lot of cool old-timer real estate agents that have done a lot of stuff. I like to think I'm a little older and I have a lot more wisdom than I had when I began almost 10 years ago. But the nice thing about myself is I'm constant. I'm always in it every day, 7 days a week, working, researching, learning, developing, investing, building, flipping, rentals, everything you can think of. So if you have a question, either a first-time home buyer, let me know. I cannot tell you how many first-time home buyers. I love finding first-time home buyers. Neighbor's son just found him a heck of an investment. Actually, I kind of wanted to buy it, to be honest. It'd be a heck of a clubhouse. Walk to the Kingdom, great location, save cars outside. It's like the perfect starter home. Not only that, we negotiated a heck of a deal for him. So I'm kind of jealous, to be honest. But first-time home buyers, I love to find you the best deal, the best home. It's fun, and I love boots on the ground. Let's go look at every freaking home. Same for military. I love taking care of the military. You fight for our country. My pops, veteran, grandpas, everybody else, veterans. I love taking care of military because, well, let's face it, you gave up your life for our country. The least we can do is find you a hell of a home. Great return, great price, and then you can use that VA like candy, which I love that VA loan, and you can turn and burn, and you can actually make some good money with that. That's a whole different conversation down the road there too. Flippers, renters, investors, give me a call. I'll tell you where I'm hunting, where I'm looking, where the auctions are at, good investments, where I'm getting people giving me money to go buy them investments, everything in between. If you want contractors, let me know. I have a few. I don't like sharing, so if I know you, great. If I don't, let's build up a rapport first. Come buy a house and I'll help you. Got an amazing investor. We took care of him down by Pacific. Everything kind of worked out amazing for him. So that was just happened to work out that way. So it's awesome. So give me a call, at least let me give you my 2 cents. I would love to work with you personally. It's a brand new year. It's going to be an amazing year. But with everything being bombarded, call someone that's actually in the trenches, that's running it from hill to hill, that's going all around, but I'm right there. I know what's going on in real estate. I love this, eat, breathe, and sleep it. I talk everybody's ear off about real estate. Sometimes they don't want to listen, or I just keep talking. But that's my life. This is what I do. This is what I love. So if you're wanting to get into this and you're tired of watching all those other videos, or they're just trying to sell you something, I'm not trying to sell you something. The only thing I'm trying to do is give you information. My information is real estate. Let me help guide you. If you end up buying with me, or you're buying in a different state or anywhere, give me a call. I know Washington State to a T. If you're somewhere else, I'll give you as much knowledge as I have, and then you'll have to find out the local laws and states there. I can always help you talk to an agent in different states, because I've built a rapport with a lot of different investors and agents in different states, because we like to talk about investments and properties and locations, because we all invest in different states as well. I have 4 different LLCs in different states alone. So doesn't matter where you're at, give me a call. I'll give you my 2 cents. Worst thing is you talk about real estate with me. All right, that's it. Captain Ron out. Have a good night.